All right, welcome to the Thursday night episode of Stripes and Coffee. And since it's not 10 a.m., watching a 10 a.m. game as we would here on the West Coast and drinking our coffee first thing in the morning, having a Who Day beer. I had to work ready for this game. So, Thursday night, got the Jaguars. I think there's a ton that we can be excited about this game. They're really, really beatable team. So, I will just start out talking about some of the things I am excited about for this game and some things I would love to see. So, I am excited to see how explosive our offense can really be. I think this is going to be one of the weaker defenses that we played up to this point. There's nothing really scary about them from what I know. They got some players. I'm not saying that they're a pushover or anything like that, but I think this is a chance we can air it out. And everything I've listened to and everything that I'm thinking, I think this is going to be, we're not going to walk away from that running game that we've been doing all year, but I think this could be a transition to where we're coming into some weaker defenses. Maybe we open up this game a little bit and start airing it out. We'll still probably run a bit. I think we're going to do that. But I really think we might start getting a few more passes and open it up even further as time goes on here. So that's one of the things I'm excited. How explosive can this offense be? This is my daughter, AJ Houday. So what do you got to say? You got anything that you would be excited to see for this game?
I mean, there's obviously Burrow and Chase. That's, every game. That's, you're talking about the offense.
What we got here? 1, 9. 9 to 1 will make them call 911.
So that's pretty much something we'll be excited about every week. But then also, just the way Trevor Lawrence has been playing, with him being a rookie and all of that, and the fact that Logan Wilson and all those interceptions, I think he's gonna get another one tonight. I think.
Who they drink to that? Yeah, I think the defense. That's a perfect one.
Just the defense in general, yeah.
We've been playing lights out, getting tons of sacks, tons of pressure. Logan Wilson's been lighting it up, reading the eyes of the quarterback and just being where the ball's at. He's ended up with it in his hands, and he even said, you go to the ball, good things happen. And that's what's been happening, I think, so far. So this defense, sacking the hell out of people, getting interceptions, and just doing things we didn't do last year, and that's something Joe Burrow didn't have, is a good defense to back him up. So definitely excited for that. What else are we excited for?
Man, Trey Waynes is going to start. That's something he hasn't.
There you go. Trey Waynes. We have not got to see this prize product of last offseason. And, yeah, it's about time. We'd like to see what he can do. I think he's going to help us. Maybe he wasn't an elite top-tier cornerback, but he was pretty good. And I know we really wanted to stop the run, which we've done very good this year, by the way. That front, defensive line has just been doing great. But I think they picked him up because he was one of the best cornerbacks at defending the run. So, we won't run out to the edge and beat us, and he can make that tackle. And, we won't be like, crap, we're beating us around the edge, and son of a bitch, another 20 yards, and that type of stuff that always tends to happen to us, right? Anyway, definitely excited to see that. And Mixon, I don't know how well their defense was against the run, but, it seemed like last year, I know they got some new faces, but it seemed like he had a pretty good game when I remember last year. Got a lot of yards and everything, and he's been tearing it up. And Frank Pollock and that offensive line has really got a quality run game. Mm-hmm.
He's definitely improved. He's had pretty good stats. I think I saw somewhere he was pretty high up there in the stats for running backs up to this point in the week. So
he's definitely top 5 in running yardage. He might even be like second or something like that.
I saw that stat earlier.
Be cool to get him some more touchdowns just because he's dope and we love him. But, if he can churn out yards and however he can help us win, he's a team player, and that will definitely be appreciated. One more thing I'll bring up on the excited to see is the offensive line.
How it holds up.
No sacks last week. It wasn't perfect, and, maybe all the stats don't tell the whole story, but we ran the ball effectively. Burrow had time to throw on that one touchdown pass to Chase in the red zone. He got through his 5th read, and if you can let Burrow cook like that and go through his reads, he's going to find somebody open every time.
A lot of times he's going to be Chase.
Exactly. I shouted it out even there. I was like, you can't give him that much time. He's going to get this, and boom, sure enough, he just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, Chase. Wide open. That was awesome to see. So Jackson Carman starting again, and he had a pretty good game. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but hostile environment, short bit of time to get ready. Xavier Suafilo got hurt, and okay, you're going to be the next man up, and another short week, so he's not got a ton of practice and game reps or anything like that. But he was promising and didn't do bad enough. Like, yeah, we got to let him sit and get some more time. He's like, okay, let's get you some more. So maybe we will be able to transition to him, and especially Xavier Suafilo was not like this high-end guard that was like, oh man, we got to get this guy back.
He was a part of the line of where Burrow was getting sacked a bunch.
Yeah. He was one of the worst ones, to be honest. And he's got a veteran presence and all that, but it's not like Jackson Carman has a huge name to live up to be honest with you. But I think he's going to improve and get better. The youth and the power, as long as he doesn't get Burrow smashed back there, is going to be worth seeing. Mm-hmm. So he did good enough to warrant keeping him in. As long as he does good today, then you just keep him in there. Let him start. So now I want to get into the few things I am worried about. We're Bengals fans. Things don't go good forever, do they?
No.
They, right when you think things are great, things come crashing down.
Well, there's always the primetime curse. That's always, it seems
like
we
the
broke that
primetime curse.
Bit, maybe, but...
Carson Palmer in those days had it a bit. Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis Marvin Lewis has had it that whole time, and then Andy Dalton would just wilt during those games, it would seem. He had a few wins here and there, but especially if it was a big game, he would just melt. But I don't think that's Burrow.
No, I mean, I know he wasn't there, but the Steelers game, it was like, the holidays, it was a Monday night game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a big game, and, we beat them there. I know Burrow wasn't there, but a lot of that team is.
Yeah, a lot of that team was there. Zach Taylor, so maybe that curse isn't part of that. I know Zach Taylor doesn't have a great track record yet, but this year is that make or break year. I think young coach, and we didn't know what he could be, and maybe you shouldn't get another chance. 4 wins in one season and 2 wins in the previous season, so 6 wins in 2 years. That's pretty terrible, but this has got to be the year he turns it around. He's got to get it figured out, but he's chosen his guys. He's had a couple years under his belt, and maybe he really can be that guy. We'll see moving forward.
I think we'll get to see this year. He has a lot of talent, and that if we don't at least do somewhat good, I feel like that's got to say something because of all the great players we have there.
Yeah, he's collected some talent, and he's not afraid to be aggressive, and go for it when Marvin Lewis would have just, done the safe call, which is not always bad, but it just like in this NFL, if you're not going down and getting 7, you can't play scared. You just got to go for the gold and get the players that you can do it, and I think we got that. But all that being said, I think this has the possibility of being a trap game. We're coming in off an emotional win, and maybe if we let short week, not enough practice, and we just feel like we're the better team, and maybe don't take it as seriously as we should. And I don't know that these guys are going to be that way. These are different cats than we've seen in the past. But, we're a little bit beat up. They're hungry and ready to win. Maybe they do that to us. If their offensive line is better than the ones we've passed it. So that was another thing I might be worried about. Like, is our defensive line just played against trash offensive linemen, and it's a little bit of fool's gold. This offensive line's a little bit better. They run the ball, open up some play action, and then Trevor Lawrence is going over the top, and our best corner, Chidobe Awuzie was our best corner. At least we get Trey Wayans back, but he's not in.
And neither is Jesse Bates, which is
and then he makes your safeties better. Allows Jesse Bates to come up in the box. He plays center field and just helps out your corners. But being in a weakened state leaves us up to possibly, I guess vulnerable. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I think these cats are different. I don't think that's going to be the case. I still think our defensive line is really good, and we're going to get pressure on Lawrence, and that's going to be key to make him uncomfortable. Stopping the run will also be helpful, so we can't do play action, and they're just going to have to toss their way out of it. And it seems like he's making some bad mistakes, and also the interceptions on some of the throws that aren't mistakes. He is making the read a little bit late, making the throw a little bit late, and maybe we can capitalize on that. We'll see.
Playing like a rookie.
Playing like a rookie. He's got all the talent in the world, but we should be able to get the better of him. But that's this being a trap game, having a little bit of weakened state in the defense, and possibly if our offense just goes in, maybe I don't want to say full of themselves. I want them to be confident, but maybe if they don't go in with the right mindset. But it seems like everybody's been taking this business as usual. When we went into OTAs, everybody showed up. So we weren't good last year. We're not going to take time off. We're coming in at OTAs. Just a few more practices will just make us that much better. So we're going to see here in just a few minutes. This game is about to start. So what the hell are you doing here? Get off here. Go watch the pregame stuff. Drink some beer. Watch the game. 9-1. 9-1. Let's see the 9. Go on there. 9-1. 9-1. Hoo-day, baby.
Hoo-day.
Peace.